Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Fisher. And today we're going to read a story about dance. So this is my favorite story, one of my favorite stories, and it's called Giraffes Can't Dance. And I would like to read it with you. If you've already heard it, then it's always good to read a story a second time to see if you can learn something different. And if you've never heard this story before, you are in for a real treat. The author of this book is Giles Andrea, and the illustrator is Guy Parker Reeves. That means that's the person who drew the picture. Okay? Let's start our story. This is my friend Gerald. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully bandy and his legs were rather thin. There he is. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees. Do you see him eating the shoots off the trees? But when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Oh no! Poor Gerald, did you see? He fell to the ground. It's no fun. Hope he didn't get hurt. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Wow, let's see what animals we can see in the jungle dance. I see zebra. I see lions. Oop, I think I see some hippos. And I see some cheetah and monkeys over here. And I even see an elephant. Wow. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. Oh no, he doesn't think he's a good dancer. The warthog started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced the tango, which was elegant and bold. Oh, wow, look at these fancy dancers. Aren't they doing a fabulous job? The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. These monkeys are jamming. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor. But the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Can you help me roar like a lion? Roar! Hey, look at clumsy Gerald. The animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. They're being so mean to Gerald. They said that he was clumsy and couldn't dance and they laughed at him. That makes Mrs. Fisher feel awful. I don't like people to be mean. Poor Gerald. Let's see what happens next. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. Oh, he feels bad. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Oh, poor guy. Do you see Gerald? He's leaving the dance floor. And all the animals are ignoring him. They're still dancing. Oh, this is awful. Then he found a little clearing, and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Let's see if we can find the cricket that's talking to Gerald. Do you see him? Oh, I see the cricket over here sitting on a leaf. He's talking to Gerald. What a wise cricket. He says sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. Do you see Gerald listening? With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. Oh, look at Gerald. He loves the sound of that violin. He's found out his new favorite music, I think, because it's making him want to, dance. His tail's moving really fast and his neck is swaying. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Wow! Go, Gerald! Go, Gerald! You've got it! You can do it! He is pretty awesome. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I am dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I am dancing! Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They cannot believe how good Gerald is dancing. He's got his own style, and they are amazed. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." Wow, they really like Gerald's new dance styles. His dance moves are awesome, they said. How is it you can dance like this? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twizzled round and finished with a bow. There he is. He took a bow, and guess what? They were so proud of him that they all threw flowers at him. Sometimes when a person dances so good, you can give them flowers. They put flowers all around him. They're so proud of him. Yay, Gerald! Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music that we love. The end. Thank you for reading Giraffes Can't Dance with me today. I hope you enjoyed the story. Bye. I'll see you next video.